Listen, if you're 110%, you're wasting 10%. You got to get after 100%. We like to drop some F-bombs, S-bombs, B-bombs, every kind of bomb imaginable. This morning in the lab, we might say some things that might offend you or the children. So I invite you to get the kids out of the room, put some headphones on, or just say, kids, fuck, get out of the room because they're going to swear. I'm here feeling pretty damn good about it this morning, ready to get after and have some fun with all of you guys this morning on the big morning show, Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Friends. How are you?
You can't not sleep over a course of a few days and then decide to sleep in one day and expect it's going to make a difference, a big difference.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think naps are like, no pun intended, naps are slept on. I think a lot of people would probably perform better if they took a nap, even if it was 20 minutes.
And I think on that level too, that there's the two type of nappers. There's the napper that takes care of himself and kicks ass, like I'm one of those. You guys would be one of those. Then there's the napper who basically doesn't take care of himself, stays up too late, and he's just using that nap as like a crutch because he's not really getting ahead with it. He's just trying to keep his head above water. The internet can't keep up with the energy.
No, but here's what I'm saying.
That's like saying I missed my meal time because there was a long line at the fucking Taco Bell drive-thru.
So AI can't teach us. That's real life experience happening right in front of you motherfuckers here on the show this morning.
This guy can still bench over 400 pounds at 64.
Dude.
But here's the thing. What I do is I trick my body. It's like, perfect example, yesterday I was doing pull-ups, right? I was doing rows, then to the pull-ups. So the pull-ups feel fucking heavy as a mother. So it's the weight is just relative to the muscle doesn't know the weight. The muscle knows the resistance or the difficulty.
I spent fucking thousands of dollars going to therapy and talking to people as I was getting my life sorted out. Back to those experiences, Marty, as I was figuring shit out in life. It's like sometimes when you say to somebody, with all due respect, it's like you're preparing them for disrespecting them.
Yeah.
Right? It's like saying, with all due respect, Marty, you're fucking wrong. So I'm just setting you up right now that I'm telling you that you're wrong right now.
I was eating a salad and there was a big ass piece of lettuce and it got stuck in my throat and I was choking and I couldn't breathe. And I'm sitting here going, oh my God, is this how I unalive? Is this the end for me? Are they gonna find me in a week with my cat eating my face? This is not okay. And then I remembered, if you are ever choking, perform the Heimlich on yourself by using a kitchen counter or a chair. So you force your body up against it, right? So I did that and it worked. The motivational doc's little thing that he told me on YouTube just saved my life.
Are you a tabber on your browser? You got a million open tabs on your browser? Maybe you got a million open tabs in your mind. Yeah, no wonder you're drained. It's like living in a constant state of buffering. You got to name the noise. You got to ask if the noise matters. If the noise matters, it's still going to matter in a week. It's going to matter in a month, a year. If not, let it go. Listen, reorder your focus. The guy comes back from war, loses his arm, he turns into a fucking superhero.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
That's my living room. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We have all the guests on the show just go to the same room, and it's the same room Rafi's in right now.
Is it us or is it them?
No, it's them.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's them. In this situation, my philosophy of success is simplicity.
Really quickly, when you're on your fitness journey, you have to have positive self-talk. The positive self-talk can be the difference from you hitting the goal or not hitting your goal, right? Whatever you're doing, you should be making improvement so you can get to your goal. Now, if you're speaking to yourself in a negative manner, it's probably not going to happen.
I myself have done some deep research on topics for this morning show that it would have taken me humans and hours and weeks and months to do, where I sat down one morning over a cup of coffee, asked a question. By the time I was done my workout, I had the answer. And then I asked Grok to help me run a scenario where I wanted to make a quote unquote tactical dirty bomb. Within about 90 seconds, I had a full thesis on how to make the dirty bomb, how to buy the material, where to buy the material, how to disperse it, how to live from it, how to have maximum kill sight. I can't imagine when this stuff gets into illogical human beings. That's what's crazy and scary shit.
Just about every single overnight success I've ever spoken to, first of all, it took them 10 years.
Yeah.
And I think having that, it's an overly used word, but growth mentality and growth mindset is super important for any kind of personal growth.
Your willingness to change is very much a superpower compared to the one that doesn't want to make change, isn't it?
Question is, do you know what your kryptonite is? If you don't, do a little self-discovery, because when you figure out what it is that's holding you back, and you can keep whatever that kryptonite is to the side, it's going to give you a pretty big bang for your buck. We don't really understand the taste of sweet unless we get a dose of sour once in a while. My day was planned to the T, and it didn't make a difference. I had a poor night's sleep. I was just having a hard time following my marching orders.
It happens.
It comes in all shapes and sizes, but it's okay. We need these days. Every time you open your mouth to eat something, protein has to be the first thing going down. Period. End of story. If you eat primarily protein, you can't help but to do it. A hard-boiled egg doesn't have a lot of flavor, but you take a couple of salted almonds, put that in your mouth with that hard-boiled egg. Now you got some flavor, you got some crunch. You completely changed the dynamic of that hard-boiled egg. So you want ground beef. Like a lot of times, you can't get a lean ground beef. It's happened to me before. So I put it in a pot, right, with a bunch of water. Take it up, get it up to temperature. The fat goes to the top, all of it. Take the fat off, strain the water out. You have got like ultra lean.
You hit the snooze, you're 9 minutes behind. You do it 5 days in a week, you're now 45 minutes behind the guy over there. You do it all year, you're 2.5 days behind the guy that doesn't hit the snooze button. A Harvard study found that loneliness is as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It raises stress, weakens your immune system, and shortens your lifespan.
So men, start doing difficult shit, and you'll find other men doing difficult shit to bond with, and you will make some fucking amazing relationships.
Men who have close friendships handle stress better, have higher confidence, live longer, healthier lives.
Yes. So the common thread for a man is start doing difficult shit and start doing it every day.
Research shows that women maintain friendships better because they reach out. Men, I'm inviting you today. Send a message to a buddy. Tell him you love him. Tell him you're thinking about him.
Group of male friends that are true friends, like real dudes that were open to vulnerability, that were able to talk about real shit, whether it be relationships, health, finances, careers, because we create a safe space. And you don't need to have 30 close friends like I have. All it takes is one person you could rely on. A true friend is someone who's going to call you on your bullshit.
Did you know if you hit the snooze button every single day for a year, you're going to be 2.5 days behind the guy that doesn't?
But they said if you didn't want to, you could take the buyout. And I was like, wait a minute, am I getting a free pass here? And at the time, we were about 3 weeks out from having our first child.
So today's theme is about vulnerability. And this one I think is a good question, especially in the recruiting space. Have you ever seen a candidate land a job by being vulnerable as a human instead of trying to sell themselves? Yeah, I got fired because I sucked at performance. I was going through some tough times in my life and this. And I'm thinking your response is, holy smokes, that's pretty honest. You're giving a very character-driven response. I got to think you're going to lean in as a human being instead of put your back up and say, oh, this guy's a fucking loser.
And they say you can miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and there's no better cliche freaking quote than that.